Good evening, basketball fans, and a hearty welcome to Amherst High School for this matchup, non-conference, between the defending CWC East champions, the Amherst Falcons, and the Waupaca Comets out of the Northeastern Conference. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mike Welland. Alongside me, Katie Leckton here from Amherst tonight as the Falcons make their season debut in year two under head coach Brandon Trebetowski. You'll hear more from him at halftime tonight. We'll have our interview that I conducted with him actually yesterday, and our Coach on the Couch interview, or in yesterday's case, Coach by the Trophy Case. That'll come up at halftime. The Comets coming in 0-1. They dropped a game to Iola Scandinavia in Waupaca back on Tuesday night. It's 57-40. A very young team under head coach Peyton Mix. Her fourth year at the helm. Her first class, senior class, she's seen all the way through. She's excited about that group. But still, this is a pretty young squad in the Comets, and it'll be a good matchup for them to take on the defending CWC East champs. Falcons also kind of retooling on the fly. Gone are 5 key players from last year, including 4 starters. But they also have some key returning players, namely Tatum May, Scout Spadoni, Sydney Schulis. Also got Haley Pesky and Sarah Breed back in the fold as well. And, of course, Peyton Jastrzomski running point, helping out things out as well. This, as Coach said yesterday, and again, you'll hear at halftime, these things the Falcons are going to surprise some people this year. They were not picked to win the conference this year, unlike years past. But he saw the work they've been putting in the past couple weeks of practice, and they are ready to go. As we get set for this, we got about a minute left in our pregame coverage here on Zaleski Sports. Again, we thank you for joining us. One of 3 games tonight that we have for you guys. You can find all of our games at ZaleskiSports.com. Well, that being said, we are going to take a brief timeout, and when we do return, we will have this national anthem and the starting lineups and the opening tip right here on Zaleski Sports.
At Blanker Construction, the focus is on building something great. Find a personable experience that understands your needs, followed by a customized interior and exterior design. Our project managers, carpenters, and designers on site are hard at work with only one goal in mind: building you the home of your dreams. When you're ready to build your new forever home, look to Blanker Construction, your custom home builder serving all of central Wisconsin. Find your inspiration online at blankerco.com or stop in on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Build something great with Blanker Construction.
Appreciate your efforts in supporting the team and for traveling to join us here this evening. Amherst High School and the WIAA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation in supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Now, for those who are able, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Callie Cockle, Sebby Anderson, Bradley Ashenbach, and Gina Pinter. Well done, ladies. Well done. Now let's make the starting lineups for tonight's contest for the Waupaca Comets tonight.
We welcome you back here to Amherst. Now let's take a look at your starting lineups. We will start with the Waupaca Comets. Haley Bouchard will be starting at point guard, the freshman, 5'3", wearing the number 1. Number 2, a 5'8" senior guard, Emmy Nickel. A forward, a 5'6" junior, number 20, Peyton Tuma. Number 44, a 5'10" sophomore, Rossi Wiemeyer. And a 5'9" junior, number 54, Macy Studinsky. For the Comets, head coach Peyton Mix. Again, that is Bouchard, Nickel, Tuma, Wiemeyer, and Studinsky. For the Comets in their navy blue and whites. And for the Amherst Falcons in their road white and blues, number 2, a senior, Sydney Schulist. A guard, number 10, senior, Peyton Jastromski. A forward, senior, number 14, Haley Pesky. At guard, a junior, number 22, Tatum Maves. And at forward, a junior, number 32, Scout Spadoni. And for the Falcons, under head coach Brandon Trebatowski, it is Schulist, Jastromski, Pesky, Maves, and Spadoni. Falcons will go left to right as you look at your screen. The Comets right to left as we get set for this one. As we get set for this one, some final words of encouragement as they do that. A reminder as well from our friends at Fleet Farm that holiday layaway is back at Fleet Farm now through December 12th. Get the products you want before they're gone, and you can pay as you go. Plus, your purchase is conveniently stored until you're ready to pick it up. So get everything you need in one stop and get all of that at Fleet Farm. Especially again with the holidays around the corner. The whistle, the ball is up. Falcons season is underway. Comets game number 2 as Bouchard got a double-digit point outing in her freshman debut on Tuesday. Gets it over to Emmy Nickel. Nickel did not score in that game against Iowa. She ended up fouling out in what turned into be a very, very physical game. That's knocked away and stolen by Peyton Jastromski, 1-on-2. Peyton goes up way too long with it, chased down by Maves. For 3, Spadoni, too long. Rebound poked around, back to Scout. She'll go up with the right hand. No, rebound still loose and ripped free by Maves. And they'll reset. And then a bad pass that's stolen by Bouchard. And she'll go up, and the first points of the night go to Haley Bouchard for the Waupaca Comets. And Bouchard, a very promising player, looked to be a building block of Coach Mix's program the next 4 seasons. Pesky sets a couple of off-ball screens, pick and roll to Haley. Pesky trying to back down, pivot not there. Jastromski, pump fake and drive. Steps through, draws contact, count it, and 1. Nickel gets her first personal, the team's first, and Jastromski with an and 1 opportunity. And she hits it. 3-2 Amherst now early on. Just over a minute gone by. 16:55 as the clock restarts. It will be Bouchard running point. Guarded by Schulist. And Falcons has been the typical Falcon look for decades now, man-to-man. Now Bouchard, after a tip ball, gets it back. Tuma thought about the 3, and she traveled with it. Shuffled that back foot and turns it over. Of course, both these teams featured on Zaleski Sports. You can follow both these teams all season long at ZaleskiSports.com. It'll be Tatum Maves running point. Again, Falcons in their home whites, blue numbers and outlines. Amherst across the front, Falcons in the back. Comets in their navy blues, white trim and red lettering, white numbers. Maves, catch and shoot 3. That's a little bit too long. Pesky, though, the offensive board. And back up and in for Haley Pesky. 5-2. Amherst on top early. And here's Bouchard. To Nickel. Into the corner it goes. Wiemeyer. Right back to Emmy Nickel. Goes around his screen, trying to pass it back. Help defense there. The tip and steal by Pesky. She'll try and kick back out to Jastromski. She'll drive. May have gotten away with a walk. Throws it up. No. Long rebound, battled for and cleared out. And on the run, Bouchard. Bouchard goes through, draws contact, no whistle, rebound to Maves. Now Jastrzębski, oh, she traveled with that one, no call. Nice block pass, and Scout Spadoni scores. And an early timeout, Waupaca. We will do the same. It's a 30. We're back in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Back here from Amherst, reminder as well from our friends at Bootleggers in Amherst Junction, your perfect combination of great food and a great atmosphere. Browse through a wide selection of food and drink options and enjoy the best pizza around. At Bootleggers in Amherst Junction, it's what's for dinner. Capiche? 15-17 remaining first half. A 7-2 lead for Amherst. A 7-0 run after the early layup from Haley Bouchard. Now Studinsky, who was their leading scorer on Tuesday, gets her first touch, and it's on the perimeter. She has to kick it back out. Now Nickel. Nickel being guarded by Maves, man-to-man. Tuma around the hip of Jastrzębski. Little floater, short, long rebound. Scout Spadoni comes through with it. Now here's Maves, long skip across, Jastrzębski right wing. Spadoni top, she'll put it on the floor, looks to drive, shoulder down, goes up, and scores. 9-0 run for the Falcons. Spadoni with 4 early points. Wiemeyer gets it over to Peyton Tuma. Tuma knocked away, last touched by the Falcons. It'll stay with Waupaca right in front of the Falcon bench. Neither team's made a substitution yet. 14:21 to go here first half. And a 9-0 run so far for the Amherst Falcons. Looking for their first win. Nice off-ball screen goes through, and the run is over. Macy Studinsky gets her first points of the night. Great inbound play by the Comets. And now Jastrzębski, she'll take a 3 on the wing. That's short. Long rebound, though, bounces out, tipped out, and still loose, and then taken by Bouchard with an assist to Nickel. Bouchard's got a run out, and she can't finish, but the putback by Wiemeyer is no good, but she is going to the line. Peyton Jastrzębski will get her first personal as Presley Furcus checking in, along with Sarah Breed. First free throw for Rossi Wiemeyer is too long. Also in the game, Josie Nickel for Waupaca, a 5'10 sophomore, number 30. Schulis and Jastrzębski and Tuma all off the floor. Reminder as well to immerse yourself in an authentic dining bistro at Par 4 Bistro in Waupaca. Sandwiches, soups, brick oven pizzas, kids options, and awarded chef's signature local favorites, as that's no good. Studinsky, though, gets the board. Wednesday trivia is 7 p.m. It's free to play for a night out as Nickel's shot no good. For a night out, a family meal, or just dinner for 2, come to Par 4 Bistro on Highway 54 in Waupaca as Spadoni comes out with it. Studinsky hits the floor hard. As now to the Sarah Breed on the left wing. Wing to wing to Furcus. Now it's to Spadoni. Maves now back to Sarah Breed. Post entry, Spadoni, shoulder down, goes up, blocked. Spadoni right back up, though, and she's going to the line. Also, Kelly Kruger in the game, who's going to get the personal foul. Kruger, a 5'9 junior. Will send Scout to the stripe. Spadoni, 4 early points. In and out, no. As Olivia Davis in the game as well for Pesky. So these young Falcons played JV last year, getting the call up to varsity here with a lot of roster spots to be filled up after last year's conference championship squad. As Spadoni goes 1 for 2, she's got 5. It's 10-4 with 13:20 to play here in the first half. Bouchard over to Kruger. Bounce to the corner goes to Rossi Wiemeyer. Along with Nickel and Studinsky. That's a bad pass. It's going to be over and back. A turnover. And Amherst will take over. And they have nobody to actually throw it in. There we go. Furcus into Maves, along with Breed, Spadoni, and Davis on the floor. It will be Furcus on the left side. Now Davis. To Maves. Thought about the catch and shoot. Over the top. Seal. Points. 2 more for Scout Spadoni. She's got 7. 12-4 Amherst. It's now Bouchard. Pass to the corner. Wiemeyer guarded by Furcus. Back to Bouchard. She'll step into a 3. And she's got it. Furcus from deep. She's got 5 early points. Furcus on the wing. Spadoni. She'll take a 3. She'll miss that one just a bit off left. Nickel chases down the board into 3 Falcons. They'll force a tie-up. We'll keep it with, or actually we'll give it to Amherst. So they will stay with it. Emmy Nickel back on the floor. Pesky as well. Inbound to Maves. Far corner. Right back to Tatum. Maves trying to drive baseline. Now Maves for 3. Got it. Top of the circle. Maves' first triple of the season makes it 15-7. 11:44 remaining. Bouchard gets it over to Emmy Nickel. Kruger looking for the post seal. It's not there. They'll work it back right to left. Nickel. Josie Nickel, nice pass to the block, but can't finish as Kruger. Rebound to Maves. Maves, the pass wide open underneath is Pesky. 17-7. Pesky now with 4. As Sydney Schulis heads back to the scorer's table. Pass to the block, and going to the line is Studinsky. We'll see what they call it on. I think they're going to call that one on Pesky. And it will be the first foul on Haley Pesky. Studinsky. Who shot 11 free throws in that game against Iola on Tuesday. She had 5 of them. That one no good off to the right. Jastrzewski in as well. Maves off the floor. So we'll see who's going to be the primary point guard now with Tatum off. With 11:05 to play here, first half. Second free throw. Will bounce up and through. 3 points for Studinsky. As Breed, wide open Davis. She can't handle it. It's going to be turned over. Coach Riptowski saying catch it, get square, and pass it away. One of the spots where we can see we're right across from the bench so we can see the coaches and the instructions they give on both sides. And a travel called on Emmy Nickel as she lost her shoe. So the travel was called after she lost her sneaker. Just some bad luck for the Comet senior. And now she'll have to go and guard the inbound. Jastrzewski will toss it in. And it goes to Pesky. To Breed. Bounce low. Davis. 2 more for the Falcons. Olivia Davis gets her first 2 points of the year. She had a couple of varsity games last year, namely the Menominee game. Had a good showing there. Trying to go baseline. Nickel goes high-low with it into a triple team. Studinsky too long. Rebound to Davis. And she's fouled 95 feet away from the basket by Josie Nickel. Third team foul, her first. Reminder as well for our friends at Egg Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op. They offer a wide array of custom financing and financial services, from loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records. There's a turnover. Bouchard fading away. No. Rebound Studinsky. She's bumped. No. Oh my. That's a bad. That's a scary fall. Looks like Sarah Bree's gonna be all right. Foul's gonna be on Kruger. Her second, team's fourth. So again, from loans and leases to crop insurance and tax and records, they have you covered. So contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. Tuma back in the Tatum Maves as well. Over to Schulis, bad pass picked off by Nickel, and then a foul on who? I think they're going to call that on Amherst. Physical game early on. Again, this was a physical game against the Thunderbirds. It's the first foul on Sydney Schulis. And these aren't conference rivals, but geographically they're pretty close. As there's officials going to both teams and telling them, relax, calm down, keep it clean. And they're going to wave over the other official. I'm not sure if there's a... And they're going to wave in all the officials. And they're going to discuss something here. So we're going to... The only thing I can think of is that they're going to call some sort of technical or... Both teams are going to go in huddle. This is a long discussion. And it looks like we're good to go. I think the official basically telling everyone to warn everybody, make sure, again, no funny business. Inbound goes to the timeline to Bouchard. On the floor with Nickel, Tuma, and Studinsky. Now Josie Nickel. Over to Bouchard. She'll catch and drive. Studinsky, bad pass, tipped from behind and stolen by Schulist. In transition, Jastrzomski high-low to Davis. She has it poked away and taken by Josie Nickel and Studinsky. With 9:37 remaining. Playing in the first half, a 19-8 Amherst lead. As Macy Studinsky gets it over to Emmy Nickel. Now Tuma. Into the corner it goes, Bouchard. To Emmy Nickel. She'll have it blocked from behind by Mays. And then a bad pass is tipped all the way back and over, and back is the call, a turnover. We'll get a couple of subs, Spadoni and Wiemeyer. Reminder as well, as they get to inbound, that running can be hard on your body, whether you're training for marathons, competitive runs, or just for daily exercise. So turn to Roberts Physical Therapy to get moving, keep moving, and enjoy life on the run. Roberts Physical Therapy with locations at Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids. Scout Spadoni trying to back down, goes to a double. Jastrzomski, and she traveled with it, and she knew it. And there's the turnover. It'll be Bouchard. Gets a ball screen from Tuma. Falcons switch. Josie Nickel trying to go baseline into a triple. Kick back out and throws it away. Turnover there. Gives it right back to Amherst with 8:49. We're a quarter of the way through this one. And now a wet spot on the floor. They got to clean up, or they're going to clean the basketball. So as they do that, reminder as well to let Blinker Construction bring your dream home to life. From interior and exterior design to construction, customization, and seeing the job is done right. Blinker Construction is with you every step of the way. Visit blinkerco.com. BLENKERCO.com. Tatum Mays, top of the circle, trying to drive on Josie Nickel. Kick back out to Peyton Jastrzomski. One dribble and done to Spadoni. They'll swing it to the wing. Schulis right back to Mays. Catch and shoot three. Got it. Second triple for Tatum Maves. 22-8, Falcons on top. 8:24 remaining here in the first half. Haley Bouchard pivots away and turns it over. Tuma and Jastrzomski hit the deck, and she is pulling up a little bit uncomfortable, and she'll get it back and then swing out to Sydney Schulist. Now Spadoni at the top. Maves. Schulist. She'll take a catch and shoot three. That's off to the left. Rebound, good box out by Rossi Wiemeyer for the Comets. Bouchard heading the other way. Post touch over to Josie Nickel. Poked away. She gets it back. Gets a ball screen. Kick out to Tuma. She'll take a three. It's online, but it's too long. Rebound to Scout Spadoni. Long pass. Jastrzomski shuffled the pivot and turns it over. Waited a bit too long to make that pass as Sarah Breed will come in for Peyton. Timeout on the floor. We're doing the same. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back in 30 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Store Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Of course, during the break, giving props to Jody Waldenberg for years of service as the trainer for the Falcons program. As we get set to resume play, a reminder as well that working at Waupaca Foundry is more than a job, it's a career. Join us, make the iron castings the world uses and trusts, so cast your own future. Apply at jobs.waupacafoundry.com. Bouchard. Over to Tuma. That's poked away by Sarah Breed, and Tuma has to go chase it down. Back by the timeline, out of the timeout. Pivot back to Emmy Nickel. Nickel, couple of drives, and now out to Josie Nickel on the baseline, trying to back through. Right back to Emmy. And a 3-second call in the lane. Called on Wiemeyer. Turns it back over to Amherst with 7:03 remaining here in the first half. 22-8. Scout Spadoni leads all scorers with 7. Bouchard has 5 of the 8s for the Comets. Schulis goes block to block, mid-range. Spadoni got it. The shot that Alexa Schofer made famous last year, Spadoni seems to pick that up from 15 feet. She's got 9. Trying to back through. There's going to be a foul called underneath on the reach, called on Sarah Breed. Her first, the team's 4th. As eventually they'll get the scoreboard right here at Amherst. I have it as 24. Shot no good. Spadoni the board. Maves to Breed. Now Pesky. Poked away to Maves. Low touch, Scout. Bright back up and in. 11 points for Scout Spadoni. As I'm pretty sure they're still 2 points off. Low post touch knocked away by a combination of Schulist and Maves. Now they got it. I saw them counting the scorebook at the table, making sure their math was correct. Arithmetic is still an important subject, folks. Into Josie Nickel on the left wing. Bouchard has a steal. Nice pivot, but she can't finish. Too far to the right. With a shot with more experience, she's going to make a lot as Schulis comes out with it. Over to Tatum Maves. Maves dribble drive back out to Sarah Breed. Some of our 8-player rotation for the Falcons, about 8 for Waupaca as well. Pesky trying to square up, rips through, and Coach Mix wanted to travel. She didn't get it. She probably should have gotten it, unless they're saying that it was a blocked attempt on that play. And the official did say that it was a block shot technically. So Nickel to the wing. Wiemeyer on the block, goes up and is fouled. So Wiemeyer going to the line. Foul called on Breed, her second. So Wiemeyer, who was 0 for 2 her first trip. So Team Waupaca 1 for 4 from the line. And that one's no good. Studinsky back out there for Nickel. Oh for 4, but she gets her own board and is ripped free. A jump ball stays with Waupaca. As a flip arrow, it's going to go to Amherst. Coach Mix wants an explanation. Inbound goes to the corner. Comets have a press on. And Mays is going to get out of it. All the way wide open, Scout Spadoni. One dribble, 2 steps, and in. 13 for Scout. With 5 minutes to play here in the first half. 28-8. That's a shot, no good. Rebound to Davis. Jastrzomski, catch and shoot. Got it on the right wing. Her first triple, she's got 6 points. And it is all Falcons right now, 31-8. Nice move. Tuma can't finish too long. Rebound eventually taken by Bouchard. Little runner, Bouchard off the front, put back up. No. That ball is tipped again, and a foul will send Studinsky to the stripe. I think Davis, who gets the foul, her first, the team's 6th. Macy Studinsky, who was 1 for 2 from the line so far. She has 3. It's been a while since the Comets have scored. The last one was a 3 by Bouchard. And that one is good. That'll end the long drought. Makes it 31-9, 4:19 on the clock. Second free throw, no good. Rebound. Davis and Wiemeyer battle for it. Jump ball stays with the Comets. Inbound on the baseline. Of course, congratulations to the 3 state champions on the football field tonight, as that's going to be stolen by Maves on the inbound. Beautiful play by Tatum. She'll cross things over. Of course, the Regis Ramblers, the Stratford Tigers, and the Aquinas Blue Golds taking back gold trophies to their schools tonight on the football field of Camp Randall. Mays pump fake to the wing. Furcus, she'll drive to the elbow, kick to Jastrzomski, open 3 in the corner. Way too long. Rebound, though, back to Tatum Mays. Right back, poked away by Bouchard. It'll stay with the Amherst Falcons. 3:49 remaining, inbound on the side. Sub in, reminder as well that Brett Favor of Keller Williams, Stevens Point, grew up right here in Amherst. So whether you're buying or selling when it comes to realty in Amherst, call the local resident, Brett Favor of Keller Williams, 715-572-1174. Inbound to Scout Spinoni, and a jump ball to the Amherst Falcons. Again, call 715-572-1174 for Brett Favor of Keller Williams Realty. And an offensive foul called on the Falcons. On Scout. Her first, the team's 7th. With 3:43 is Haley Pesky back in for Spadoni. The 5 for Amherst will be Furcus, Jastrzomski, Maves, Pesky, and Davis. Tuma, Bouchard, Emmy Nickel, Studinsky, and Wiemeyer for the Waupaca Comets. Bichard around a couple of screens, trying to spin back out. Over to Nickel, now Tuma. Oh, she switched pivot feet. Low block pass, poked away by Pesky, still loose out of bounds. It stays with Waupaca. Inbound in the corner. 3:24 to go, first half. 31-9 Amherst. Inbound tipped away. Stays with Waupaca. Inbound back to Bichard. And she will just keep it in the front court. Runner Wiemeyer, too long. Rebound knocked away. Nickel was on the baseline, and it goes the other way. 3:12 to go. Maves will bring it up. Over to Furcus. Now Jastrzomski. Bounce to the top, Maves. Pump fake and drive to the left. Furcus puts it on the ground. Over to Davis. Swing back to Jastrzomski. Peyton puts her head down and goes. Steps through and is tripped up and fouled. And will go to the free throw line. I think that one's called Emmy Nickel, her second. Team's fifth. Peyton 1 for 1 from the line. He's got 6 points. That one no good. 2:44 on the clock. Second free throw, 0 for 2. Wiemeyer comes out with the rebound. Bichard has to pick up her dribble. And it's pulled away. And Bichard hits the deck. Maves got tied it up. It stays with Waupaca on the jump. Inbound on the side. Inbound Tuma, and she's fouled. And she's going to shoot 1 and 1. I think they called it on Peyton Jastrzomski. Her second. Tuma's going to have a 1 and 1. Schuliston. Front end is too long. Rebound. Poked away. And another tie up. This time is going to go to Amherst. 31-9 your score remains. 2:24 to go here in half number 1, I should say.
Let's go.
Maves will take her time, get it across to the wing to Furcus. Now Pesky. Maves. Stumbles, kicks it back out to Schulist. Bounce to Maves on the wing. Falcons weaving it around Furcus. She'll step into a 3 on the wing. Too long. Off the backboard. And last touched by Pesky. Nickel to Josie Nickel with Studinsky and a foul called on the reach. On Pesky, her second. That's something you don't want if you're the Falcons to get some of your players in foul trouble here late in the first half. Studinsky with a 1 and 1.
Hey, let's rebound.
No. Rebound poked around, still loose. Nickel dives for it, rolls up Furcus. Jump ball to Waupaca. Spadoni back in. 95 seconds left, 31-9 still. No, jump ball to Amherst, okay. And it is Waupaca after the jump. My math was correct. Baseline for Emmy Nickel to throw it in. To Studinsky, catch and shoot, got it. Banks it up and in. 6 points for Macy Studinsky. Makes it 31-11. Falcons a little bit of a slump as well offensively. Schulist. Bounce out to Furcus. And Presley Furcus, hesitation, over to Maves on the right wing. Davis, over the top, looking for Scout. Good defense by Studinsky, and she'll get the steal. On the block, Kruger. Bounce back out to Emmy Nichols. She can't handle it. It goes the other way. Maves will bring things up. We're in the final minute now, 48 seconds and counting here in the first half. Again, stay tuned at halftime. We'll have an interview with Coach Brandon Trebetowski, our coach on the couch, or coach by the trophy cases in this case interview coming up at halftime. Get his thoughts on the Falcons, what to expect this season. Spadoni. Over to Maves. Long skip, Schulist. 23 seconds now. Furcus. And she's fouled by Josie Nickel, her second personal, team sixth. Inbound on the side with 18 seconds remaining. Timeout Amherst, we will do the same. 18 seconds remaining. We're back in 30 on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Play is getting set to resume. 18 seconds remaining, and as they do that, a reminder as well from our friends at Crystal Finishing Systems, a family-owned business that's now hiring for both their Weston and Mosinee locations. With openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com.
Hey, let's score here, White.
Schulist looking for to get somebody, and she'll just have to get it into Tatum Maves. Clock will run. Maves taking her time to Schulist in the corner. Long skip to Furcus. Blow by. Not there to Davis. Mays for three on the wing. Too long. Rebound to Nickel. That'll run out the half. So we have played 18. Your score, it is Amherst 31 and Waupaca 11. Again, stay tuned. Coming up right now, we have our sit-down interview that I conducted yesterday with Coach Trebetowski of the Amherst Falcons and his thoughts on what the Falcons can do to try and repeat as CWC East champs. It's time for Coach on the Couch right now on Zaleski Sports.
Today's Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Fleet Farm. Sign up and save today with Fleet Rewards.
For most of the girls' basketball teams in the state, the season is just getting underway. For the Amherst Falcons, they're counting down the hours until their first game, and it's time for our Coach on the Couch preseason preview. I'm here with Amherst girls' basketball coach Brandon Trebetowski and Coach. A different mix of veteran players and young sophomores on your varsity roster this year, bouncing back from a conference championship last year. What have you seen so far from your team that's going to help you guys try and defend that crown?
Everybody's really working hard because they want a spot. So when you lose 5 and you got to replace 5, everybody's pushing each other to try getting in that starting role. So they're working hard and they're doing a good job.
And even kind of building off that, you have 4 returning regulars who were consistent girls in the rotation last year. How are they kind of taking charge this year, trying to lead by example and show what it takes to be a CWC champion?
They're taking control. They're pushing each other. They push every day. they're taking control, helping our younger ones come up to develop some skills and do what we need to do. And they're taking them on the side, showing them what to do. They're being a good role model.
And with the schedule you guys have scheduled, it's a pretty tough non-conference slate. A lot of pretty talented teams going forward, and it'll start later on this evening with the Waupaca Comets. How are you going to try and navigate this non-conference slate for you guys to get you guys ready for a conference run?
Well, we got to play in that regional, so we got to see what it's like. So I like exposing them to it, and we just got to take one game at a time. It's get the first one, then try the second one, and we just got to keep working and getting better every game.
And I guess talk a little bit about your history. What got you into coaching? What got you to Amherst again as a head coach now in your second season?
I all started. I played here. I played under Greg Jensen, and I also played under Jay Pitt as my JV coach when I was younger here at Amherst. I always had a love for the game. Went to college, needed some money, so I started getting into reffing. Then I went with a partner from Amherst, and then we starting to do varsity. And then I had Jay Pitt came and said, "Hey, have you ever thought about coaching?" And I said, sounds like a better idea to get on the opposite side of yelling. So I went and tried it and fell in love with doing it since I loved the game. And ever since, it just kept going from there.
And it seems like you brought a little bit of stability to this program as well. They've been kind of going through coaches since Coach Jensen had retired. What does it mean for you to back now his second season behind the bench that this is your program?
Yeah, I feel as though in order to have a successful program, you need a foundation, and I'm trying to build it, and these girls are coming around me. We're believing in everything that the program has, so it's forming.
And with this team, what's going to be your style? Are you going to be more of an inside-oriented team like Coach Jensen has been in years past? Are you going to be more perimeter this year with some younger players? What's going to be kind of your game plan?
We're going to mix it up this year. We're going to be the same inside-out game, and then we got a little dribble drive motion that we're going to throw in there since, we don't have as many bigs as last year. So we're going to play and see what's working, what's not working with us. And you always got to come up with a little change so everybody doesn't know exactly what you're doing, but you'll see a little bit of both.
And I guess the last thing I'll ask is, what do you want to say to some of the fans who are going to be, whether they can't be here, whether they're going to be here tuning into the Falcons? What's the season going to be bringing for the fan base, for the Amherst faithful?
I personally think, my opinion is we're going to have a lot of fun, and I think we're going to surprise a lot of people. So I say stay tuned.
I guess, Coach, thanks a lot. Best of luck, and we'll see you down the road.
Thank you.
There's Coach Brandon Chepotowski of the Amherst Falcons, our coach on the couch. Of course, Falcons get their season underway against the Waupaca Comets. So everyone follow the Falcons all season long right here on Zaleski Sports. And this has been your Coach on the Couch. Thank you.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Well, now you can with Fleet Rewards. It's free to sign up and there's no credit card required. Using Fleet Rewards is easy. Earn points every time you shop. Plus, get exclusive member offers, birthday and anniversary perks, free tire rotations, and more. Download the Fleet Farm app or create an account at fleetfarm.com/rewards to start earning points today. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955.
5.5 or so left in halftime. 31-11, your score. The Amherst Falcons on top of the Waupaca Comets. Season debut for the Falcons on the basketball court. Game number 2 for the Waupaca Comets. Your scoring in this first half for Waupaca, only 2 names to talk about. Macy Studinsky with 6 and Haley Bichard with 5. For the Amherst Falcons, leading all scorers with 13 points, Scout Spadoni. 6 apiece for Jastrzomski and Maves. They've hit all 3 triples for the Falcons. 4 for Haley Pesky and 2 for Olivia Davis, and just everything looked crisper for the Falcons and the Comets in that first half. Ball movement, defense, shot selection, just everything was going the Falcons' way as they take a 20-point lead into half. So we're going to step aside. We'll hear from a few of our great sponsors. When we come back, our microphones will be muted. I'll be back with you guys as we get close to the second half right here on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
As an athlete, there's one constant that remains the most important aspect of your game: injury prevention. Roberts Physical Therapy now offers the Pineries Running Lab, your one-stop running center focusing on working with runners to prevent injuries and enhance your performance. From running exclusive sports like cross-country and track and field to running inclusive sports like football, basketball, baseball, and soccer, let Roberts Physical Therapy's Pineries Running Lab meet you at the track, your home, or the field and help you prevent injury and keep on running. Call Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and Wisconsin Rapids.
Bootleggers in Amherst Junction brings a great atmosphere with a full menu of delicious burgers, sandwiches, and dinner options along with Friday and Saturday weekly specials. Bootleggers offers up a great variety of pizza along with a relaxing, unique Bootleggers feel both inside and out. Make dinner simple tonight and leave the cooking to Bootleggers on Highway Q in Amherst Junction. Stop in or call ahead 715-824-2929. That's Bootleggers. It's what's for dinner. Capiche?
Broadcasting live from Amherst High School, 31-11, the Falcons on top at halftime. Starters remain the same as we head to the second half. Got to remind us of all the congratulations to the three teams that have won state championships on the football field. It's the final couple of days of the 2022 fall football season. The Regis Ramblers with a Division 7 win over Shiocton. Stratford with their 8th state championship, and the first since 2008. They took down Mondovi. And Aquinas goes back-to-back in Division 5. Division 4 going on right now. Right now, back to the basketball court. Peyton Jastrzowski inbound on the floor with Tatum Maves, Scout Spadoni, Sydney Schultz, Haley Pesky. Emmy Nickel, Peyton Tuma, Rossi Wiemeyer, Macy Studinsky, and Haley Bouchard for the Waupaca Comets. Falcons right to left. Just look at your screen. Left to right will be Waupaca. Spadoni squares up, leaves it short, gets her own rebound, and kicks back out. Jastrzowski, Maves, open three, right of the circle. Got it. 9 points for Tatum Maves. She's hit 3 threes, and it's 34-11, 30 seconds into the second half. Bouchard to the elbow, Nickel, pass to Wiemeyer. On the floor she goes up, blocked by Scout Spadoni, but she can't handle it. And Emmy Nickel will pick up the loose ball. Bouchard. Jump pass. Nickel tries to go high-low with it, and it's bobbled, last touched by Jastrzomski. It'll stay with Waupaca. Inbound on the side. Bouchard at the top. Jab step right, goes to the left. Now Nickel gets in after a deflection. Tua, kick back out, swing out Bouchard. She'll drive, and offensive foul on a push-off. Well, they call it on Schulist, I should say. I stand corrected. They call the hand check. With the way he signified, it looked like he was calling offensive foul. But I stand corrected. Schulist gets her second personal. Wiemeyer gets her first couple of points. Makes it 34-13. Maves will bring it up. High post to Spadoni underneath. Schulist open. Goes up. Too strong. Rebound cleared out by Nickel. And then a three-player tie-up will get it to Waupaca. So Waupaca will have it. As they line that one up, reminders, well, Community Insurance, your independent agency. They're able to shop and compare the best insurance options on your behalf to find the best combination of cost and coverage. If you're looking for a better insurance experience, you'll love doing business with Community Insurance. Bouchard spins back to the left to Wiemeyer. Being guarded by Spadoni, goes to the block. Good seal, but Studinsky can't finish. She lands, and a foul called on Amherst. And the third on Sydney Schulist. And that'll bring in Sarah Breed. So Breed in. And it's going to be right back the other way. On a moving screen. Rossi Wiemeyer gets called for the moving screen. And Amherst gets possession right in front of the Waupaca bench. 16:06 to go.
Hey, let's go.
And a hand check called on Tuma. Her first. 15:57 now on the clock. As Maves has it around the perimeter. Over to Breed. Pesky. Jastrzomski for three. That's a little bit short. Rebound chase down. Oh, that's a shoulder on shoulder. And Spadoni was out of bounds when she touched the ball. It's going to be Waupaca basketball with 15:42 remaining. Reminder as well that Purple Mountain Solutions, your business's go-to for both public and private warehousing and product delivery. Whatever it is that you're shipping, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Bouchard on the pick and roll. Tuma goes right into Scout Spadoni. Good job by her not to travel. Nichols shot, no. Rebound knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Comets. Down by 21. That ball tipped. Nickel gets it back. Bouchard thought about stepping into a long shot, but Mays was there on the help defense. Ball tipped away. Still loose, and Emmy Nickel is back out with it. Got to find somebody to pass it to, and she underhands it to Studinsky. Into a double. Over the top to Nickel. Bouchard gets free, hits the mid-range jumper. 7 points for Haley Bouchard. 34-15. 14:43 remaining here in regulation. Jastrzomski. Low post touch to Pesky, trying to pivot back to a triple. Breed. Jastrzomski thought about the catch and shoot. Back to Scout Spadoni. Pesky trying to get a seal. She's got to get out of the lane. And the jump ball forced. It'll stay with Amherst. Timeout called. It's a full timeout. We'll step aside. We will be back in 60 seconds on Zaleski Sports.
The International Bank of Amherst is your personal independent community bank. For over 125 years, customers and friends from all throughout central Wisconsin have known that the International Bank of Amherst has been in the same place with the same great smile. Checking, savings, mobile banking, and providing you the loans you need to make your dreams a reality. It's always the International Bank of Amherst by your side. Come see the difference this local independent community bank can provide for you. Located right on Main Street in downtown Amherst.
Member FDIC.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Out of the timeout, reminder as well to get your next countertop island or backsplash from Stone Innovations. It's the area's go-to for fabrication, design, and installation. Such a great variety of stone products. Let Stone Innovations bring your home or business look to the next level. Visit stoneinnovations.net. Inbound to the corner for Tatum Maves. Tough defense for Tuma. Kruger back on the floor as well. First time in the second half for the Comets. Peyton Jastrzomski to Pesky atop. To Breed. Good inside pass, and Spadoni scores. Her first bucket of the second half. She's got 15 in the game. It's 36-15. Pass to the baseline. Long jumper, no. Rebound to Pesky. That shot was taken by Wiemeyer. Breed has it poked away by Bouchard, and the freshman comes out with it. On the run, 3-on-3, behind the back. Nice move. She'll take a three. That would have been insane if that had gone in. Rebound to Jastrzomski. And a tie-up to Waupaca. I know Peyton did not want to use a timeout there. And they'll take the turnover as Davis in, Schulist back in, and Josie Nickel in as well for Waupaca. Kruger, throw over the top, poked away. Pesky got tangled up, and it gets all the way back to Bouchard. And she will get it over to Kruger. Kruger crossing over, loses it off her leg. And then that's stolen by Tatum Maves. Over the top, Schulist, underneath, got it. Sydney Schulist's first points of the season. 38-15, 13-13 remaining. Haley Bouchard gets over to Kruger on the right wing. Studinsky looking for a seal inside on Pesky. Pesky living up to the name defensively, and that's going to be a travel call, and turns it over. Reminder as well of our friends at Daddy-O's On Point, a family-run and veteran-owned vehicle care facility, providing old-fashioned auto care the way it used to be and the way it should be. Bring your car to Daddy-O's, conveniently located on Church Street in Stevens Point. Maves on the left wing. Pesky and Davis on each block looking for a seal. Three for Schulist is short. Rebound Studinsky for Waupaca. The five for the Comets. It is Bouchard at point. Then it's Nickel, Studinsky, Kruger, and Wiemeyer, who has it now inside the paint. Wiemeyer gets free and scores. 4 points for Rossi Wiemeyer. Lead still 21, 38-17, 12-17 to go. Possession arrow in favor of the Falcons. Each team 3 timeouts. There's a play bobble, then a foul called. Mays raised her hand. She goes, yep, that's me.
Take care of the ball.
First foul on Tatum Maves. Team's third in the half. So we'll get a sub for the first time. Maggie Bodenheimer, the 5'10 sophomore, stepping in. And Tuma back in. So Bouchard out. Studinsky out. So it's going to be Kruger, Tuma, Bodenheimer, Nickel, and Wiemeyer. Wiemeyer trying to get a seal on Davis in the block. Kruger. Oh, she calls for the carry. Another turnover with just under 12 minutes remaining. As it'll be Tatum Maves going right to left. Schulist on the wing. Pesky trying to get a seal. Schulist goes baseline, goes block to block. Maves comes to it. Now over to Jastrzomski. She gets tripped. And a foul called on Callie Kruger, her third. The team's third. So Jastrzomski inbound to Pesky, and she is blocked but fouled and will go to the line. See who they call that one on. Yeah, that's going to be the fourth on Kruger. We'll send Pesky to the line, shoot 2. First free throw for Pesky is good. She's got 5. And in Mackenzie Durant, the 5'4 junior in the game, and Scout Spadoni, who's going to be in for Pesky. 11:40 remaining, 39-17, Amherst on top. Pesky, that one's short. She didn't want to go to the bench. I'm going to say she missed that one intentionally. Durant, when you know you're getting subbed out, you never feel happy. A 2, no for Bodenheimer, and Maves out with it. Maves picks up her dribble, back to Schulist. Over the top for Pesky, too far on the baseline, just blocked by Josie Nickel. Nickel on the run. Step back, shot, no. Rebound still loose to Tuma, and she traveled with it. 11:05 remaining, turnover. Falcons get it back. As of that, a reminder as well that for the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals, and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. Call 715-213-4468. Again, 715-213-4468 for Brian Roosh and Whitetail Properties. Maves on the wing. Quick closeout for Peyton Tuma. To Jastrzomski. Pump fake and drive, gets free, and blocked at the top, but a foul call will send Peyton to the line. Josie Nickel gets her third. Jastrzomski 1 for 3 from the line tonight. And that one's good. 7 points for Peyton. Trying to get to the 40-point mark. Nope, that one no good. Rebound, loose, Davis. Jump ball, keeps it with Amherst. 10:40 to play. Reminder as well that nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots at Amherst, now based in Hancock, the 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes, and they're currently farming 27,000 acres and growing. Inbound to Scout Spadoni. She steps through and scores. 17 for Spadoni. So learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. Again, that is heartland.farm. Josie Nickel on the block is trapped on. She's going to throw it away. That'll bounce to the student section. Amherst ball at midcourt. Jastrzomski will inbound on the side. Sydney Schulist has it taken from her from Bodenheimer. Bodenheimer a run out, and she scores. Maggie Bodenheimer's first points of the season. She did not score against Iola Scandinavia. And then the inbound thrown away. Wiemeyer fouled, is going to the line. I think Schulist just picked up her fourth. And Schulist gets her fourth. Wiemeyer, who's 0 for 4, will go to the line to shoot 2. First one, no good. Studinsky back out there. Bouchard as well. Second one, no good. She's 0 for 6. And Spinoni gets the board. Jastrzomski takes it herself and scores. Peyton Jastrzomski. It's got 9. 43-19 now. 9:35 to play. As Sarah Breed heads to the scores table, she'll be in next whistle. Bodenheimer. One dribble and done to Wiemeyer. Trying to drive to Durant. Mid-range is short. Rebound Furcus, who got chicken winged. And let's hold her shoulders all right. That was kind of a nasty play. So those ones where they get tangled up and two arms are going the other way, and there's one of them's coming out of a socket likely. But it looks like Presley's going to be all right, and they'll try and break the press. And they do with Maves. And shoulder on shoulder, the foul called on the Comets. On Wiemeyer. And that's going to send Amherst to the line for the final 9:15 of this one. With a 1-and-1 for the junior Presley Furcus. First free throw. Short. Rebound. That might have gone on Wiemeyer's head, and Davis can't get the putback. And then a rip through by Breed and a tie up to Waupaca. With the arrow. 9:09 to go. Still 44. (44-19). Amherst on top. Bodenheimer goes around a screen. Tries to go high-low. I don't know how that got through, but Studinsky gets it, catches it, and makes the shot. She's got 8. That was an impressive finish in a sea of Falcons. And Maves goes through and is fouled, and she's going to the line for 2. Studinsky's first. Maves will shoot 2, looking to get to double figures with one of these. She's at 9. And that one no good. And that one is good, so Maves up to 10. Makes it 45-21 with 8:42 remaining. Haley Bouchard. Bounce over to Durant. To Bodenheimer, trying to go to the low block and do a double team. Jump ball, Amherst. That's loose. Furcus over the top to Davis. She'll have to slow things down. Oh, she double dribbled. Yep. Bouchard. And a travel call. Turn it back over. So now Pesky back in. Wiemeyer underneath, poked away by Jastrzomski. It stays. Inbound, knocked away again. It stays with 8:05. And Wiemeyer can't finish, gets her own board, too strong that time. And still loose, and eventually Pesky is out with it. 7:55 remaining, that long possession. Breed steps through, Euro step, and scores! Sarah Breed. 47-21, now Bouchard the other way. And a hard foul going the other way, and I'm going to call that one on Peyton Jastrzomski fighting through a screen. That's her third, team's fifth. Inbound on the baseline. 26-point lead. Into the corner, Durant bobbles it. And that's last touch by Durant. Maves to the wing to Jastrzomski. Now Pesky. Furcus. To Maves. Back leg out, and she'll look to drive. Now Jastrzomski. Breed crossing over, steps through. And that's poked away, but nope, travel call. Turns it over. Bodenheimer turns the corner. Little floater blocked at the top by Maves. And a foul going the other way on the rebound. Studinsky gets her second, team's ninth. And Amherst will be shooting a 1-1. Just under 7 minutes to play. And as they head down to shoot with Pesky, reminders well, thank you to our game day sponsors today. Tomorrow River BP, 3K Custom, JG Plumbing, H.O. Wolding, Amherst Telephone, Amherst Spiritware, Fleming's Cafe, OK Hardware, Amherst Family Foods, and Younger's Holly Funeral. And front end is good for Pesky. She's now up to 6 points on the night. And 2 for 2, 3 of 4 from the line on the night is Haley Pesky. 49-21, 7 minutes to play. And a travel call turns it back over as Josie Nickel will check back in. Maves, high post to Pesky. Turns it down, squares up, leaves it short, but Bodenheimer, no touch, did not. And it's going to go to Waupaca with 6:34. For three, too long. Wiemeyer gets it in to Bodenheimer on the save. Now Bouchard, loose ball. And Bouchard will underhand across. Wiemeyer for three. That's way too long. Chased down by Wiemeyer. Right back to Bouchard. High-low, baseline, a little floater. No, rebound. Tapped around, and Pesky comes out with it. Jastrzomski pump fake, steps through, a little floater, too strong. Rebound to Haley Bouchard, and then she gets bumped and fouled, and she takes one, looks like right by the eye. As Furcus will get her first personal, the team's sixth. As Tuma back in on the floor with 5:52. And we're back underway, 5:50 remaining. Bouchard. And that's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay. As Scout Spinoni back in, and Maddie Lusick makes her season debut. Somewhere there's a football coach around here smiling. Inbound on the block, knocked away by Jastrzomski. Inbound to Durant. She scores off the block. Mackenzie Durant's first points makes it 49-23, 5.5 remaining in this one. Jastrzomski crossing over the timeline off the press. And a carry turns it over. Bishard gets the ball screen, turns the corner. Then picks up her dribble. Nobody there, and she'll have to underhand across to Durant. Durant to the wing. Wiemeyer. On the drive, turns the corner, goes up with the left hand, a bit too wide. Nickel, put back, good for Josie Nickel. 49-25, 4:53 left in regulation. And a foul sends the Comets to the stripe on Haley Bishard. And Maddie Lusick will shoot 2. Sophomore. Leaves the first one short, no good. Sydney Schulis will head to the table for Sarah Breed and Bodenheimer. So Breed and Bishard off the floor with 4:47. Second one, no good. Rebound, Spadoni. And she'll rip it free and then loses it, and then a foul. On the Comets. Nickel gets her 4th. Scout 1 for 2. She's got 17 points, leads all scorers. And she hits the first. Two for 2. She's 3 for 4 from the line. 19 points for Spadoni. 51-25. And it's Josie Nickel over to Bodenheimer trying to get it through. That's stolen by Schulist. Schulist underhand to Spadoni. She loses it off of legs and eventually cleared out by Nickel. Long pivot. Oh. And she'll bring it up. 4:20 remaining. Behind the back. Over the top to the left block. Wiemeyer gets free. Partially blocked that time, I think, by Pesky. Spadoni the board. A couple of subs coming in next. Looks like Portman and Maves. Spadoni catches at the top. 4 minutes to play. Jastrzomski thought about the 3 on the wing. Spins away from Durant. Little right-hand floater, way too long. Rebound, put back, no, and Nickel, I think, just fouled out. And that is the 5th on Josie Nickel. Kruger will check in. And Haley Portman. Or sorry, Miley Filtz. I thought it was 3 for a second. Miley Filtz on the floor. Spadoni to shoot 2 more. Looking for 20, and that one no good. And that one good. So 20 points for Scout Spadoni. Makes it 52-25. 3:50 remaining here. Tie up. Stays Waupaca. Inbound on the side for Kruger. To Durant. Bodenheimer. Right back into the corner to Kruger. Trying to back down Davis. She does. Hesitation to Wiemeyer. Now Tuma. Threads the needle. Durant. High-low. Bodenheimer. Blocked by Pesky. And then back up. Putback is good for Wiemeyer. 6 points for Aussie Wiemeyer. It's back within 25 with 3:10 remaining as Tatum Maves. And a foul on Waupaca. Tuma gets her second. Second free throw, or first free throw for Maves is good. It's 11 points for Tatum Maves. So now Haley Portman is in for the first time. For Shoeless, a lot of the some of the young players and reserves. That one no good, long rebound. And Tuma comes out with it over to Wiemeyer. Comets do not have numbers. Kruger all the way, throws it up, no, gets her own board. Back up, no, that's blocked by Davis. Filtz out with it. Over to Maves. Maves open three in the corner. Too long, rebound chased down. Out of bounds to Waupaca, 2:31 remaining in this one. Tuma. Long two, Durant, got it. 2 more points for Mackenzie Durant. Now Maves on the drive. Davis to Portman. Maves pump fake and drive to the elbow. Kick back out to Portman. Wide open, Pesky, got it. 9 points for Pesky tonight. 55-29, minute 40 remaining. As Furcus and Izzy Dombrowski heading in for the next whistle. Wiemeyer goes around, is fouled, count it, and one for Wiemeyer. Pesky gets her third, team seventh. Here comes Dombrowski. Free throw, no good. Rebound to Pesky. So the official was talking to Coach Mix as the play was going on, so he calls it dead. It'll be an inbound. And that's bobbled and eventually taken by Kruger. Turns it around and is blocked by Pesky. Portman comes out with it to Furcus with 75 seconds left. And a double dribble is called on Pesky to turn it over. Minute 8 left. That's loose. Jump ball. Amherst ball. 59 seconds. Inbound to Breed. On the floor with Dombrowski, Firkus, and that's going to be stolen by Kruger. Kruger going the other way, blocked, but a foul on Breed. Her third. 2 free throws for Callie Kruger with 50 seconds even remaining. No good. That one is. First point for Kruger makes it 55-32. 47 seconds left. And that's stolen by Tuma. Wiemeyer, long 2, way too high at the top of the backboard. And Dombrowski out with the board. Weaves through. Low bounce over to Breed. And Firkus will bring things out. Davis has it poked away and stolen by Tuma. And she bobbles it and is going to get called for the double dribble with 18 seconds left. That one bobbled and stolen again by Tuma. To Durant, steps through, floater, no, with 10 seconds. And a foul going the other way on Wiemeyer. Will send Sarah Breed to the line. Wiemeyer's third. Sarah Breed to shoot 2. A reminder to join us on the floor for your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. I'll talk to Coach Trepetowski and Scout Spadoni. Scout had a game-high 20 points. That one no good. That one no good. She's 0 for 2. Rebound to Wiemeyer. 7 seconds. High pass across Durant. Jump shot. No. Rebound Firkus, and that'll run the clock out to Breed. And this one is over. And Breed takes a shoulder after the whistle right at the end. And hope that she's all right. So this one, it comes to an end. Your final score tonight, the Amherst Falcons 55, Waupaca 32. We will step aside. When we return, I will be down on the floor with Coach Trepetowski and Scout Spadoni as you are watching soon to be the Nasonville Dairy postgame show right here on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come in from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Back here from Amherst with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Mike Wellen here. Get those fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to Marshfield Curtis, NasonvilleDairy.com today. Look at the scoring totals for this one. For the Waupaca Comets leading the way, 8 points apiece for Rossi Wiemeyer and Macy Studinsky, 7 for Haley Bouchard, 4 for Mackenzie Durant, 2 apiece for Josie Nickel and Maggie Bodenheimer, 1 for Callie Kruger. For the Amherst Falcons, leading all scorers with 20 points was Scout Spadoni. She also went 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 11 points for Tatum Maves, the only 2 players in double figures tonight. 9 points apiece for Peyton Jastromsky and Haley Pesky, 2 each for Olivia Davis, Sarah Breed, and Sydney Schulist. And the Falcons, a great opening night win, 55-32. Falcons go to 1-0. The Waupaca Comets drop to 0-2 on the early portion of the season with a game against Fox Valley Lutheran coming up next week, and then their big game at Pfizer Forum next Wednesday against Watoma. That'll be about 12:30 tip. You can find that game here on Zaleski Sports as well. So that being said, we're going to take a quick timeout. We're back in 60 seconds. We'll get Coach Shepetowski out here when we return on Zaleski Sports. Back here from Amherst with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show, and joined by Coach Shepetowski. And Coach, probably couldn't have scripted a better win for opening night in a non-conference game like this.
No, we couldn't. Like I said, they came on and played very, very hard in the second half. Like I told them, we got to keep that ambition through the whole game. Came out a little slow in the second half, but like you said, it was a good win.
And I guess talk about the leaders on this team, the returning starters who had such a big impact. Scout and Tatum combined for 31. Peyton has 9 big points. And even players like Sydney, who was really good defensively despite not getting much on the score sheet. What does it mean for you to see some of those players really step up when needed early on in this year?
It actually excites me a lot because I've been pushing them, saying, you guys got to fill some roles, and they've stepped up and they've done exactly what we've asked from them so far. So, very excited.
And a lot of teams you're going to see are going to be trying to play that inside game, knowing you're not the biggest team, and Waupaca is one of those teams they're going to try and play inside. You guys seem to limit post touches pretty well. What's kind of your strategy when you're going against teams that are going to be a little bigger than you?
We got a little inside-out game that we'll use a little bit so that if they pack the lane, we'll do an inside presence, come back out, drive a little bit. We will try getting them to extend on us. We got you saw a little bit of a Memphis, a dribble drive in one play that we've been putting in to try getting a little away from it to get teams to not know exactly what we're doing. So, like I said, we got a couple other plays.
And I guess defensively, that goes the same way. How are you going to try and handle some of these teams defensively that are going to try and bang inside?
It's like always, got to have the weak side help, and we got to sink, and you got to do what you got to do. You got to take the basket away first and build out. I'd rather give up a 3 than give up a bunny, so you got to do what you got to do.
That's well, Coach. Again, great job. Best of luck down the road, and always feels good to start 1-0, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
So that's Coach Shepetowski. We're going to get Scout over here, our Highlight House player of the game, Scout Spadoni. And Scout, I guess first thing I'll ask you is game high 20. It's got to feel pretty good for your first game of your junior year.
Oh, it definitely does. I'm really excited. This is how we kicked off the season. I think we're going to continue it, and I hope to keep it up.
And it seemed like, even going back to last year, you started expanding your game more and more, a little further from the basket. Took a couple of threes today, and that's just going to draw a little bit more attention from the other teams. How do you work on your game like that to try and make sure that they can't just try and pack the paint against a player like you?
Well, I have a lot of teammates around me that I can kick the ball and they can take shots like that, but they also do a great job of like getting me open and giving me the confidence to take those kind of shots and hopefully knock them down.
On the other side, defensively, they're a team that likes to play inside. They're going to be physical. You guys were limiting those touches, not getting them any open looks on the block. What was kind of your defensive plan to try and limit a team like Waupaca?
Our defensive plan was to have a lot of help side. We are big on like trying to take that baseline away, and we have a girl like helping us out so I know I'm not alone down there and just trying to like one-on-one. So I think we did a good job at eliminating them with the help side and like having each other's backs.
Absolutely. Well, Scout, you've done this before. You know what to do. I'm going to get you in our highlight house, all right?
All right.
I'll get out of the way. We'll get our shot lined up.
I'm Scout Spadoni, and I'm in the house.
Well done. Good luck down the road, Scout. There's Scout Spadoni, our highlight house player of the game. A game-high 20 points down low for the Amherst Falcons. They start the season 1-0, 55-32 over the Waupaca Comets. So that being said, we're going to wrap things up here. This has been your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh cheese curds made daily. Go to Marshfield, go to Curtis, go to NasonvilleDairy.com today. For Katie Lecton, this is Mike Wendland saying so long, everybody, from Amherst High School. One more time, your final score. Amherst 55, Waupaca 32. From all of us here at Gillespie Sports, staying warm, stay safe. We'll talk to you next time, and good night.